done. Cool. Authenticator app out. Testing, testing, testing. Can we hear me? Am I live on the internet? A little quiet. Bonjour. Alright, so we got chat up. Maps, I can put myself up on. Can you hear me now? Hello. Bonjour. Little quiet. I do apologize about that, but it's the best we're going to be able to do with the setup for the time being. Let's get you a little closer. Is that any better? Can you hear me now? Okay. Those look better. Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay. Those look better. Sick. Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Today I'm going to be working on this. This is a Nikon Z30. I think it's a beautiful looking device. And I think I might already know what's wrong with it. This power switch is effed. It does not click. Probably should click. So I'm going to tear this down. It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking device. But I think the main issue is that, well, A, it just doesn't work at the moment. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to try to get this thing running. Bought this off eBay. 4 parts at about half retail, a little bit less than half retail. And I'm going to see if it really jits around with it. We can get something working. Because right now I have it plugged in. I'm not getting any response. It might just be that this power switch is disconnected because there is a line across it. meaning that it might have been damaged. So I might actually just try to pry it off. I'm really not going to be too gentle with this thing. I'm not optimistic. When I buy something 4 parts, it's typically not going to work. Which does suck. But I don't think I have a compatible battery for it either. But I have a couple screws at the bottom there. I'm going to use this plate here as a way to catch the pieces. Ideally, I really want to just get to this first and see if this is the piece that's actually busted. So we're going to start cracking this thing open. Let me know if you have any questions along the way while we work. Ruh-roh. I do turn it off. Did it overheat already? You're kidding me. I do apologize, technical difficulties. I'm using an Atomos Ninja blade that I bought off some dude in New York City for $200. Looks like you do not want to turn on. I do wonder if I've already overheated it, which would suck. Damn. Let's try to start this again. This has been going for 4 hours. I'm going to unplug this for a little bit. That is frustrating. Power got torqued, maybe. I'll let this thing breathe for a sec. In the meantime, we'll just do a quiet podcast. I'm gonna start tearing the batteries off. Fuck. God dang it. Just let cells all over the place. One of those days. I had a migraine last night. Those usually throw me off a bit for the next day. They're never fun. And it's hot too. Hot. It's a bit of extra spice to the day. Get a towel. Jeez, this is starting weak. whole thing's a fucking mess right now. Ship's coming off the rails. If this is how it starts, this doesn't bode well for the rest of the teardown. Which I think still might just be the power switch, so I might actually just yank off that, flip that switch, see what happens. If that's the case, if that's all that's in the way, a jammed power switch. Like ideally, I still really want to make this thing stay as nice as possible on the outside. So I will try to open it up to that point to get to the power switch. The only issue is all the screws and such are on the bottom of the device. And the switch is all the way at the top. There we go. I saw the power button flicker. There we go. All right. Are we back? Is this going to work? This time? Yes. Yes, yes. There we go. All right. Okay. 25. All right, I have finished my liquids. That looks awful. The other lights on. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so the flicker isn't me. There we go. Let's get to work. I'll leave my tools on the right side. So like I said, I want to get to this because I think this is the issue. Looks like it comes from underneath. So I'm going to start with these two screws at the bottom. And get a nice small Phillips. Always go one step up more than you need, because usually a Phillips head that's slightly bigger as opposed to slightly smaller will reduce the odds of you stripping the screw. And the way that these screws probably work is there will be a bunch visible on the outside, and then there's the warranty screw, which usually exists underneath this sticker. And usually you can feel around and you don't have to ruin the whole sticker. You can just cut away the space for the Phillips head. You take these two first. And we're gonna say this is the camera sideways, bottom, top. Have some sort of methodology for understanding what goes where on your device and stick with it. The worst thing you can do is change the plan midway. These are the two on the top. Okay, there's one deep in there as well. And there's a bunch on the sides. Like I said, I really want to get to this assembly, which I don't know if we will be able to, but we're going to try. If all else fails, this thing's already broken. I can't break it worse than it is, so I will pop this off. Just chatting. So we're just chatting about stuff. About things. So I'm saying this is basically the orientation of my camera. I'm going to then, yeah, there are two in there as well. So I have to get those off. I might just rip these off because they're just going to get in the way of the repair. But we'll see how annoying they are when we get down to it. I'm going to take off the ones from the bottom next. I really hope I can just sort of take this thing apart minimally. And I hope there's not too many plastic clasps holding this together. I hope it's mostly hardware. Like, best case scenario, I get this thing up and running again. I saved a bunch of money on a camera that I've been having my eye on for quite a while. Because my usual setup is a Nikon Z6, which if you are a simple, little, shitty video creator, don't get a big camera. I thought that quality would really be beneficial to my content, and it really hasn't been. Gus Johnson was absolutely right back in the day. He recorded most of his videos on a shitty Samsung Galaxy 6 or something like that. That's all you really need. This is ideal for me. I don't know. I like having a few manual settings on my cameras. So it's starting to come apart, which is nice. Got one more at the top here. And notice, that's a longer screw than all the rest of these. This is why you want to keep the orientation somewhat stable. Because if you mess it up, then you're putting a long screw in a short hole, and that can puncture something. You've got to be especially careful with electronics, because it could be like a battery or something. If you puncture your battery, that's creating a lithium fire. Creating a lithium fire. Boom, boom, boom. I think this pops off, possibly. All right. So there's that deep screw in here, which is silver. So hopefully, this one especially is gonna be a pain to reinstall. Nice long silver screw. My battery. We're starting to come apart here. It looks like I can keep the screen on. There was 2 additional screws here that I didn't have to take off, which is nice. Try to get this one screwed off. Doesn't seem to want to. Vibration to get it working. Dice. Maybe if I separate these a little bit, I can get a bit more traction. Screw ball. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So it did have a little bit of Loctite in there. So notice again, these are very, very short screws. These here, I'm going to smudge the shit out of the lens. Those are for the hot shoe. That's for the left side of the camera. Very long, super short. Don't want to mix those up. Battery compartment. Okay. Nice. All right. Seems good so far. Like I said, I want to get into the guts of this, which is going to be tough. This should sort of pop off. There we go. Cool. So now I've separated this into its halves. This is the main thing that I want to try to find in here. I'm looking for, so this was a thing for parts for repair. Motherfucker. a second. I'm gonna do this a little bit of an inspection. For damage, everything looks pretty solid so far, which is great. Try this again. Let's come back on. The main thing I really gotta get past right now is this battery portion. Hello again. This battery portion, so I can get to this switch here, because I think this is where the issue is. Because this, on my camera, this is a very solid piece, and this looks like it's disconnected somehow. I wonder if it does just pop off. No. I gotta come underneath, unfortunately. So we have this sort of shieldy sort of looking thing. I think. So this is going to start to come off. These are spot welds. So this is definitely protecting the electronics. And I want to take a peek under here because, like I said, this is a 4 parts piece. I hope I can get to this switch without having to mess around the electronics too much. But I do want to look around too. I'm assuming this is a drop issue. That's a lot of cables. So this right here is the cable for the controls on the right side. So we're making progress. The switch still has a nice positive click to it, so that's still functional. This is just going to be a bear to get to. I really am tempted, so I don't mess with this further, to actually just cut straight into this. Lift it up. Because like I said, I can't break it worse, and if this is the only issue, if I can just get to this switch and I don't have to touch the rest of the electronics, I think that would be preferable. So I'm going to try that next. I'm just going to pry off that. Like I said, this is already a broken piece of tech. I can't break it worse than it is. It's cool. This looks like this is the main ribbon cable to the sensor right here in the middle. This ribbon cable is for my controls up on the right side here to get that down to the board. Looks like this is some sort of switch to detect if, no, it's just a spring. I think it's just a spring to make sure the metal doesn't touch the components and short them out. So, like I said, I'm just gonna be gentle, try to pry this power button off, and hopefully there's just a little switch under here. I don't like that. So I think that's what the issue is, because on my camera, unlike every Nikon that I know, it's a very serious click. Same thing goes for, like, this is a little Fuji that I have. When I flip the switch, there's a positive click, and I'm not feeling that, which means I think somehow this got dropped, and the switch is no longer, this is no longer like hooked into the piece that actually turns it on and off. Or I might be totally off, who knows. These are 2 components, which is good. I'm talking to myself a little bit, but the main thing is I want to see if I can get this battery piece off so I can get access to that. I might be able to if I take this faceplate off. And sometimes it helps just to poke and pry and prod a little bit, see what comes apart. Working and just have like a jam screwdriver in there to turn on every time, that would not bother me. It would definitely bother somebody else, not me. Alright. Well, let's see how complicated the rest of the teardown is, and then maybe we'll give up. So these are all for this heatsink piece here. Where does this go? These are all about the same size so far, which is nice. This looks like this goes to the standoff. Looks like it just clicks in. Yeah. So this is the microphone up here. Which all in all I heard isn't bad. I really want to buy ice cream. Try once again, see how bad this is. Get a nice thin flat head under there. In for a penny. So right now, I'm just deconstructing the switch that existed there. So I'm seeing if this is my issue. If it's not this issue, then this is probably way beyond my expertise. Every piece of engineering equipment's its own ecosystem. So right now, I'm just tearing out the switch. I'm going to try to see if I can get to switches are out. That was the switch. So, I've exposed the leads for what I believe to be the switch. So now, if I plug this in, I plug you into a USB-C, and I think I have to hold it on to activate. But let me try a piece of wire. Where's a piece of wire? No, I have a piece of wire around here somewhere. Hello, Rollick. Welcome back to the stream. I'm gutting a broken piece of tech. Let's see if I can get it working again. So, this is a little piece of wire that I'm stripping right now. This thing, like I said, might be foobarred. But What do you mean? What are you talking about? Says it can be running off an AC adapter. So, okay, that's unfortunate. All I'm doing right now is I'm trying to see if I poke and prod. Yes, I can do manual labor. I have done quite a bit in my day. I'm quite used to mowing lawns, doing lawn work, yard work, cleaning bathrooms, all that sort of shit. That sucks. Good joke. Haha, funny. I do like this game a lot. Diving in. There might be an unplugged cable or a broken component in here somewhere. So no, pieces look really out of place. Not seeing any water damage. Not optimistic though. Typically we get to this part and we're not gonna get anything done. Did I watch the Olympics? No, I did not. Did you? Been busy with life stuff. A whole lot of life stuff over the past couple weeks. That was kind of good. think I'm gonna give up on this, unfortunately. Either it was gonna work or it really wasn't. And I think we're on the really wasn't sort of spot. Which means I think it's time to go back to programming. I'm gonna swap up my setup real quick. Back together. Huzzah. There we go. Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing as hell. I thought it'd be an easy fix, but I just checked it out and broke it. Just looking forward to getting a better camera soon. Oh, that's a little loud. That's better. Alright. Okay, now what to do today? I think the main thing I wanted to try out was seeing if I can get multiple instances of my board game running at once. It's a little loud. Here we go. Alright. Or potentially trying out a new game like Outer Wilds or something. Dude! This is your last warning, man. Don't want to have to ban you. Don't say sorry if you don't mean it, man. Just don't do it. It's that easy. You must. Why must you? Yeah, I'm getting married later this year, and I'm gonna have less opinions about growing my. I had a photo shoot thing for my engagement, and I thought it would be really funny to have like a dad mustachy picture to look back upon when I have kids one day. Like, Duna people? What is Duna people? Why do I have a feeling it's racist? Code. Let's turn this down a little bit. Let's turn this up. Cool. Here we go. Thought so. All right. So I think the main thing I want to work on today for the online board game is socketed connections. Can I just camp and snipe? I can, but that's not quite as fun. I like getting in on the action. Hey. Where you at? Ooh. Oh, I thought that was the Halo. How did that come from? I smell a twinge of sarcasm there, Rollick. So I think that is the main thing to work on. My to-do list. It's mainly making sure multiple games can be played simultaneously. Well, there you go. Oh, come on. I had that headshot. Goddamn explosion bouncing. Pew. Probably gonna go back to that. Heh, got him. Get over here. Hear those legs crunch. Crunchitize me, Captain. Oh! And my name is in Czech. It's pronounced Alik, hard R and H. And it's something like breakfast roll. But you can call me like this. Krolik. 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 Hey. Do apologize if I can't get it right. Hard H. Like a huh? Thought I saw a hatted man over there. Czech. My name is in Czech and it's pronounced leek. Hard R and H. Leek. Something like breakfast roll. Leek. I'll get it. Might take me some time though. Oh! Rohlik. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm trying it. Oh. Come on. Come on now. Hey! Got him back. Oh. Ambitious there. I wonder if he's just gonna keep doing that. Okay. We're getting there. Rohlik. Oh! The pain trains are coming. Is right. Okay, cool. Leak. I'll do my best to try to get it right. I haven't spoken to too many Czech people over my life. A homegrown East Coast USA boy. Krolik. That's dope. It's a good name. Whoop. Get over here. Come on. Come on. Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. Excuse me. We got the med with the Uberstar coming in. Oh, damn, Diamondbacks. Hey. Top score, let's go. One of them. Top 3. How's it like out in the Czech Republic? Play one more game. I'll do a little crusade and check. I have a feeling I shouldn't click this link. Let me silence the broadcast real quick. We'll translate. Address. Mute stream real quick. I think I got it. Rolik. Something like that. Rolik. Alright. Rolik. Cool, man. Yeah. Yep. Frolic. Look at me, I can speak Czech. Czech. What was that? What was that? Got him in the ass. That's all we got. Speedy boys. Hee get panned. It's not easy. Gotta go. It's 10:23. All right. Get some Z's. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Great to see you online again, Rolik. You. Alright, I'll finish up this round and then we'll do a little bit more coding. Then we'll call it. 'Cause my fiance is about to get home and I like being with her. Because love is pretty chill. Not gonna lie. Hello. That was bad. That was bad too. Click on the brains, remember. Evil laugh reference. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hee hee hoo ha hoo ha hoo. Got it. Roll it on, boys. Make 'em away, toys. Rush B, don't stop. Fuck your dispenser. Oh! How was that? I think I got hit with a sniper rifle shot and then burnt, but the pyro got all the credit. It's a load of barnacles, if you ask me. What's terrible? It's always so funny because there's always a delay between me talking to you and then chat returning back. Sometimes it's hard to know what the F is going on. Alright, I can take you out. Yeet. Yeah, fuck you, NG. But guys, brains up, boys. Pay attention. Alright, looks like we're rolling pretty hard. Nashladano. Let's see.
Nashledanou. Nashledanou.
Nashledanou. Nashledanou. And as you say in Greek, Kalinikta. Good night. Sleep tight, buddy. It's good to see you in chat again. It's fun as always. Oh! Nashledanou. Nashledanou. It's a good word. Hey, alright. Let's pretend to code at least a little bit. We are up to date. Slodano. But then string? No. Just update this. Update you. So one of the big things that I really want to work on right now is getting multiple games running, resuming games while they are happening, and all that jazz. So let's pop open my containers. I do think I want PG admin up as well. It is a scorcher out there. Cool. I think there's an issue right now where I don't what's the phrase? I don't differentiate who's attached to what game and what games are being updated. And so it should be, I already do it on the way into the server, updating the server based off the game ID, but then I blast out the game to everybody. But I think I need to pull from the game state on the front end which game is being updated. So, what we're doing right now. The game works great. Good, awesome. I create a lobby. This creates a game that doesn't exist already. And I pop that in to both of these. The lobbies update, join, start the game. The game begins. And everything is lined up properly. I don't have any active contracts or rewards. Let's see my hand. Let's try this award, have the most PR. It's free, so play it. So active contracts and awards. Cool. Probably gonna want some sort of element to sit on the page. And I will buy battery. And I'm also going to show my hand, buy PR. And turn. Next person. I don't know why this duplicates. Let's check this out. So I have 2 cards with ID 0, which isn't great. User 2, okay, cool. That's all fine and good. Just gonna donate 2 energy, play it, end it. Last one. So if something's free, I kind of want to just pass through the payment modal. I want to get contracts finished up. I'm basically it's just a lot of massaging to get to the end state of the game now. Still a few things that I need to get through. Just donate energy, bing bong, and turn. Each player reduces 1 less energy this month, that's fine. Show hand. Steal 1 energy from a neighbor. Cool, I'm gonna do that. So show hand. Steal energy from a neighbor. I'm gonna choose that from blue. Hell yeah. I'm gonna buy a battery with that. Nice. End my turn. I can't do anything. End my turn. What's my hand? Just place PR by 1. Draw 3 cards. I'll draw 3 cards. Pay for it. End turn. Last turn. So I should recharge all batteries and gain a battery because I have the most PR. I'll just donate 2. There's my donation up there. I have 2. This guy. Show hand. Recharge 1 battery. Guess I'll buy a battery. For 1. Charge it up. And then I will donate both to have the most donations. And then finally, last person, show hand. What do I got? Charge a battery. So I'm going to buy a battery. I will charge it up. What else do I got here? Those batteries, reduce player's PR by 1. Can I even do that? I could. I don't really want to. I want to make sure this works first. Donate, end. Recharge the battery, gain the battery. Nice. That's great. Cool. So, awards are mostly functional. Contracts, I believe, are somewhat functional. Summit cards are left. And then the rest is just like networking and fixing networking bugs. Okay. So I'm gonna buy a factory for 3. Pay for it. I do think I might need to add some sort of required target. If it's not present, then I don't. If it is, then I do. Show hand. Ooh, alright. I have the most PR. Sure. Target red for that. Pay for it. Nice. So my donation's gone up to 2. Sick. We each have a carbon available. I'm gonna buy a factory with a carbon and 2 blue. And the turn, last person. I've already donated my energy. Ooh, recharge a battery. So I'll wait for that for next month so I have it available. Oh! Players with the highest PR, gain 1 battery and recharge all batteries. That is dope. I'm going to buy a factory for 5. Nice. What else do I got? Charge a battery. I'll buy a PR. And my turn. Next person. Show hand. Small messaging to a children's movie. So I think I really do want a 2D representation of everyone's board. I want their actual player mat. I want the active contracts and awards. I want... it's really nice that this is running pretty smoothly. So with my networking issues I've seen in the past, it just churns forever. I think I can buy a battery for 2 and then store it, end it. And finally we have show hand. Sure, I'll make yellow lose a battery. Nice. I really should have the card title and description down there. Can recharge a battery as well. But I'll store it for now. End the turn. So I think alright. Players with the lowest... Alright, so I think that worked right. Where I lost... This guy lost a battery, which had an energy on it, which sucks. This guy, I think, lost a factory. Yeah. So that worked out. So they had the highest carbon footprint of 1. This person had the highest PR of 0. So loses a factory, loses a battery. Nice. That worked out. Show hand. Can I do this? So if I go play card, target red, cost 0, lose a PR. No, that card doesn't function yet. That's okay. And that's card number... I should have something up there for that. I'll just donate. Donate. Energy. That's weird. Maybe I can only donate. Oh, did I think I crashed the backend. Yep. I did. Check this out. So I was right. CommonJS 186. Carbon reserve. Cannot read property of undefined state source ID. What is move carbon for PR? So let's see what's going on here. Source ID doesn't exist. Okay. set it to do broken for now. So this is annoying because one player can pay for it and it can transfer a carbon from anyone's reserve to anyone's footprint for 1 PR. So if we look at the card, I lose a PR to move from any player's carbon reserve to any player's target footprint. So we need a source concept now, which is frustrating. If I look at the front end, our payment modal on board 3D, payment object, set payment object, yeah, payment modal, it is here. I think I need to script out my docs a little bit better. Because right here, target. Where's target ID? Yes. So we need, on top of target ID, we need a source ID. And if we have a source ID, we need to set source ID. Because source ID is set right here in target select. So I need to determine if card has special cases to change payment modal. If no cost, no target, just play when button is pressed. If no cost requires target. If requires target, source, both. Use payment modal. Good. Regardless. Regardless whether payment is necessary. Okay. So this is just, okay, if we have for the use effect for target ID, we use that to figure out who we're targeting. Wait, hang on. The target. Interesting. Target. Doesn't use a number, it uses an actual target. I think I'm still a little confused how target ID is functioning, and I do want to check if I got any more subscribers recently, because I think I do owe some pull-ups. No. Damn. Interesting, interesting, interesting. La 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 la. Alright. Let me just check if I've done any dev docs for this. Which means I want to go to draw.io. Existing diagram. Thought I did something. So here's where we're at. What I really want is to figure out the handshake. Something along the lines of so let's just start writing. That's typically the most helpful way to make it happen. What I really want is client connects to server, has new socket ID. When game is selected, set hook to game's current client game ID. So my issue is I think I'm setting an update of a game state. And regardless of current game ID. I think that means that on the front end, if I look at game, game state, I think I want a game ID in here too. And game ID, I believe, is already... Right. So if the app refreshes, the whole thing dies. But when I go to my game selector, resume game, game ID. Resume game, game ID. Let's go back to app. So resume game, game ID. I think if I console log start game, because upstate does what? Why is... Await game, game state. Oh, that's fine. Because I'm setting the game state. I don't actually need to await for this. Like, I will, just to ensure that, like, if a rapid action comes through, that it doesn't totally mess with it. Oh. Eventually this should be cached, but we're not at that stage of development yet. Game ID. So that means, so let's say update state. So does game state have the game ID attached? Game state, where ID is equal to game ID. So this does return ID because it's returning everything. I'm returning game state.state. So I'm not returning the ID. Damn it. Game ID. So if I update the state, where does game ID exist? Game ID is on player data. Okay. So I think instead of returning the game state, get game state. I think I can just dupe this and say get game state with ID and just return game state. And that way I can send get game state. So where's this showing up? So I think this means that whenever game state comes in, I have to then extract data.state now. But I will have the game ID, and then I can cross-reference and say yes. Or I can just say game state has a game ID. And in the constructor, I can add this in. It's redundant, but it'll just reduce some annoyances. Like create game. Hello?
Streaming?
Yep.
Okay, I won't say this out loud.
Okay.
The way it's called, the title of it makes it sound like.
Yeah. I believe it's
I know.
fine.
Buddy!
Buddy.
He's fine, everyone. Are you muted? Are you muted? So they heard him scream. We're not gonna address that.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Hey,
He just.
I can work with kids.
He's fine. See, you can't see him, but he's fine.
He's fine.
He just screams when you touch his feet.
Yeah.
See, he's fine.
He's
fine.
He's a little overreactive.
Gotta address the screamy boy. Buddy, look! Look at the people! Oh god, he leaped!
He leapt.
He's crazy right now!
He is.
He leapt to be free!
Hi, buddy.
He's ugly. Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Whoa, is it also on this?
Yeah, I'm verifying that it's running.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nick took engagement photos with me.
I did.
They're cute.
They are.
Did you download them?
I understand why. Not camera. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
That's it?
Do you want to work out and make dinner tonight?
Sure.
Oh, it's weird that it happens after the fact.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay.
I'm gonna do this till I see it
Do
happening.
not.
I wanted to do it till I saw it happening.
Brain's
There it is!
Brain's still jog. Don't joggle it where it's.
Mwah.
Here we go. Alright. So now I want to get the game ID. Update game state. So I think it's already made when I do this. Lobby. Empty game. Okay. Damn. I don't want to do this. But the main thing that I'm running into right now is that if I want to update only certain players' states, I need to have the game ID specified. Because it's on player data, and it needs to exist on what I'm sending as well. So get game state. Is this happening anywhere else in the code? So it's only happening on the front, in like the main entry point. So I guess could just do this. Node resume. Alright, so instead of doing this, how can I... Oh, you know what I can do? This is certainly a hack. Oh, shit. This is absolutely a hack. What I can do is return GameState.state. And then I can say state.gameID is equal to GameState.id. And then I just return state. And now it includes the game state with all these things. Well, the ID. So now ID is just something that's available to me. So on new game, initialize game. And I upstate. GameState has game ID now as an available thing. Okay. And now I just need to figure out, so I log in, I move to lobby, set lobby ID, and lobby ID will then be my game ID. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I should move over to the lobby first before I resume a game as well. Let's right now to existing. Ugh. This is all the really not fun part of doing this. Because when I go to the lobby, maybe if I hit start game, I could see if okay. So start game. I have a to-do here. On my blue screen.
No, that was hair.
It has kimchi on it now. So, if I omit game start, So that will... so I create this. I make a game. I make an empty game with the state as null. But I need something else. Because if the ID exists, then it will work, but I need something from game state that will I'll set game status equal to -1 right here. This should work. Because game status now will always exist, but equal to -1, and the game hasn't started yet. Because when we initialize the game state, we create a new game state, which sets game status to 0. Okay. Now, game start, I think that triggers something. Set start game bool. I think we can still do game start, because then update game state will come in. Yeah, because the backend what's going to happen is we're going to upstate, meaning that we... Hang on. We don't want to do upstate. We want to retrieve our game instead. So how about this? We do... greater than or equal to 0, then we're resuming, else we're starting, in which case we want to do all this stuff. So we don't want to update the game state here. Or do we? Because we're already retrieving it here, which means we can then send it. Because I was thinking we do this. Game state exists, we just upstate. Element. Null. Because this start game bool it's important I think this means, I do apologize, I'm a bit stilted with my words here. This is important because it's the trigger that starts the game. And I think if I rejoin 163, alright, it's over. $154. I don't want to immediately rejoin. I want to go to the lobby with the ID 164. So that happens on the front end then. Game selector. Nav to existing game. Maybe try this instead. Scoot back over to the left side. 155. Lobby. Game ID -1. That's not good. Because I created a new game. Gotcha. So, upon going to lobby, I run this function. Get the game ID and emit new players. Ugh. Somewhere. Creating a new game here. Get existing game list. Nav to new lobby. And on navigate to the lobby. I don't have any awaits. Where are you making the new game? Post lobby. Game selector. Nav to lobby. Nav to lobby. But I'm navigating existing game. It shouldn't be creating a new game here. 47? Because I didn't set it. Okay. So here's what I gotta do. I gotta create a lobby. Now it's set officially in the game. Y join 166. Join 166. Join. Start the game. Go back out. It's still set to -1. Damn. Let's try this again. Create lobby 167. 167. Start the game. So let me go back. 167. Okay, there it is. It is there. Rejoin game. Game ID -1. Where's that coming from? That should be 167. So maybe in the database it's still set to 167. Order by ID descending. 167. Player ID. Deck Summit. Carbon Reserve. Turn order, turn tracker. Game ID 0. That's not good. Game status 0. Game ID 0. Game status 0. Alright. So, tried to take a shortcut, didn't work. Status of 0. Oh, because I'm pulling it, but I don't know if I ever push it. So that means... in the initialize game, flip news, game state, IO admit, up state. That is frustrating. God, come on. Alright. Since the game ID is right here, I'm going to add to game state. Where is game ID coming in from? Start game. State, up state, game state, ticker. So I guess I'll just say every time. Is equal to game ID. We'll try this again. Alright, start back up. LYOC. Create the lobby. 168. 168. Start the game. Go back. Resume game 168. -1. Why? Ugh. Game ID, -1. Shit. Status -1. So game state status is 0, the ID is 0. We're setting game ID. Game status is -1. Game ID -1. Oh, shit. I don't think that's correct. Right. Because it's coming from here. That'll do it. This is where I was messing up. So this function is getting passed into nav to existing game. Nav to existing game is an existing game list. It passes in game ID as a parameter. But I'm not pulling the game ID, I'm pulling the lobby ID from there, so I can do that, and then I go back over LYOC 168, and I'm not joining the lobby for some reason. Did you die? You did not die. Player ID 0, 168. Rejoin game. So I'm rejoining the game, but I'm not connecting to the socket. Players.length. Okay. Well, this is better. So I think this is... Well, actually, is this better if I just go to the back end, no, the front end? Game, existing game selector, where was it at? And then resume game. Nav to existing game, game ID. And resume game, what does that do? Resume game. I don't know if this is quite right. I think I need to somehow... Game selector, save. So I resume game 168. What happens? Nothing. Alright. This is a bit of a jumbled mess at the moment. I think I need to rejigger a bit how rejoining works. Because right now we can join the game, and as long as you start the game and you never leave, it's fine. But I somehow need to compare the active connections with the connections in the database. So it needs to be sort of like socket ID agnostic, token gnostic. If that makes any sense. Alright, I need to take a break. Thanks everyone for stopping by the stream. It's been fun. I learned a little bit of Czech today, so check mark there. It's so stupid. And I'll be seeing you a lot more this week, because I'm in the in-between. Have a good one. We'll talk again soon.